Does my ex truly love the rebound, or was it destined to fail? Now, I'm here to tell you today that the second that they conceived of rebounding on you, it was doomed to fail. And whilst you mull over that in your head, hey, welcome back to the Love Fix. It's Nick, as always, doing my best to get you through your breakups as easily and as healthily as possible with compassion but no BS. If today's video was not enough for you, I do have a free Facebook group which you are welcome to join. Go to Facebook, type in the Love Fix Breakup Recovery and join the wonderful community there. And if that's not enough for you and you need my personalized advice to get you through your personal breakup situation because you're going through that little bit of extra pain, you can email me at thelovefix20@gmail.com. So, let's find out why rebounds always fail. I know what you're thinking, because if you are a regular listener to my channel, you will know that in previous rebound videos, I have said that, hey, some rebounds do last, but it doesn't mean necessarily that they were successful. And here's why. I want you to consider for a second that you or someone that you care about is in unbelievable pain, unimaginable pain, and you've been in pain for a long time. And someone comes along and says, hey, I'm going to give you some medicine. I will give you a pill that will completely remove all of that pain. But there's some potential side effects. And those potential side effects may be that there is more pain when the medication wears off, that you may be even more lonely than you ever were before, that new relationship may end, causing you even more pain. Now, that's essentially what a rebound relationship is. It's an emotional painkiller with a lot of side effects. And what I mean by that is this. When your ex, the dumper, typically speaking, it's the dumper. Don't get me wrong, the dumpee can go through rebounds as well. And so if you are a dumpee that's going through a rebound and maybe you're just looking for some advice, you should listen to this. There is a giant hole in your life where your ex used to be. They were responsible for some of your validation, some of your love, just some of everything. They took up a good portion of your life. And now some of you, they may have been responsible for all of that validation, all of your social outlet, all of your love. Now that is no longer there. So the pain is unimaginable. And that is the same for the dumper as well. Okay? So when they decide to separate from you, they didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, right, fuck this. I've had enough of this person. I don't love them anymore. No, this is an accumulation of weeks, months, even years of something not working for them. And they've come to the unfortunate conclusion that there is no future with you anymore. And that is very painful, but in a different way for the dumper. It's painful for the dumpee because typically you're blindsided and you thought everything was okay. But it's also painful for the dumper because their perceived future, their expectations of the future no longer exist. They've been broken because maybe you've not met your end of the contract and they can't see anything else with you. And that is very painful. That threatens their identity. And when our identities are threatened, we will do whatever we have to protect it. So now, they've decided to separate from you. They also have to experience Friday nights without you, Saturday nights without you, the weekends without you. They also have to experience that you are no longer there to validate them. You are no longer there to prop them up when they're feeling down. So rather than dealing with that, rather than turning that inward, they outsource it to someone new. And this is the painkiller. This is the new medicine. They're outsourcing it to someone who can temporarily take that pain away. And that, by its very definition, is why it's an automatic fail. Because they're not dealing with your breakup. They're not dealing with it, with how they feel. They're not dealing with what they could have done better. They're not dealing with whatever emotional trauma they actually have. And that causes a big damn problem. I also want and need you to understand that a rebound relationship is not measured by the length of time between relationships. Rather, it's measured by where you are emotionally. Now, typically speaking, most rebounds sort of happen between 1 to 6 months post-breakup. But consider this, a rebound could happen after 10 years if you haven't dealt with the pain of that particular breakup. So it's where you are emotionally. So a lot of people get hooked up on, oh, they rebound within a week, they rebound within a month, 3 months, 6 months, how could they? It was never about the time. It's about where they are emotionally. And if someone is rebounding, then I would argue that right now they're quite emotionally fucked up. And it's actually a compliment to you that they're outsourcing the pain that you've left behind to someone else. Now, could it be that they did check out of your relationship quite some time ago and they just need someone to relieve that for them? Yes, that is possible. Is it possible that they stay in that rebound for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? Yes, that's also possible, because what happens in these kinds of situations, when we do get into relationships, when we do outsource love and validation, we're no longer looking inward. We're no longer looking at ourselves, because that person's always there to pick up the pieces. That person's always there to make things feel better, to make the world right. And that is why it failed from the second that they conceived rebounding on you, because they chose to put the band-aid over the wound. They chose to take the painkillers, the emotional painkillers that have quite severe side effects. Because even if that rebound does go on for a year or two, when it does end, they not only have to deal with the rebound breaking up, they now have to revisit your breakup as well. So, I've said before, we all make our own hell. Wish them well with theirs. Sit back, get some popcorn, and watch the fireworks go off. Because even if on social media, and guys, I've said a million times, you should not be stalking any of your exes on social media. You should not have any information about them at all, because it will drive you nuts. But even if on social media there's this perception of that this rebound relationship is doing fantastically well and there's a billion pictures, that just says to me that things are not quite right at home there. Because people that have good, healthy relationships, that have true, healthy boundaries with each other and are secure within their relationships, do not need to post it all over social media. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to saying, hey, I'm in a relationship and putting up 1 or 2 pictures. I'm not opposed to that. But when it's every day and you're seeing bullshit like, oh, I've got the best boyfriend in the world and I've got the best girlfriend in the world and I can't imagine my life without this person. Fuck off. I mean, come on. It's just the highlight reel of a fake reality. So, guys, I know rebound relationships suck, especially if you're the victim of it. And hey, I've done it. I've been rebounded on. And I've been in rebound relationships as a dumper and as a dumpee. I'm a single guy right now. So what does that tell you? It's never worked. Rebounds very, very seldom work. And if they do go to the distance, I'm almost certain that that couple are not happy, and quite typically they're probably each other's rebounds, and that, my friends, is a recipe for disaster. So as I say, sit back, get the popcorn, watch the fireworks go off, because they've done you a favour. And as the dumpee, you do have the advantage, because you are forced to work on your bullshit, you are forced to work on your pain, and you have started the journey to becoming a better, healthier version of you. So, you know what to do. You know what I'm about to say. I say it at the end of every video, almost every video. You are enough. You will be okay, and you're doing just fine. If you're upset right now, that's okay. If you're feeling indifferent right now, that's okay. If you're feeling happy right now, that's okay. If you're going from sad, indifferent, happy every day, that's also okay, because you are enough. And always remember, guys, if you're here listening to this right now, you've survived every breakup before this. You survived every panic attack. You've survived every anxiety attack. You have survived every bad thing that's ever happened to you in your life. That means you will survive your ex rebounding on you. And be secure in the knowledge that it's already failed them. You're doing just fine. That's all I've got for today. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you liked it. Also, guys, my YouTube statistics tell me that 70% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. So help a growing channel out and hit subscribe. It would really, really help the channel out, and it will help get this information out to everybody else. Take care. Have a great day. I hope you're well. Peace and love. I'll see you on the other side.